Hey everybody, it's Pete Lang here, the designer CPA, and today I want to talk about some information that came out from the IRS in regards to when the 2020 tax return season is going to start. So normally in normal years, it's the third or fourth week of January when the IRS says we're going to start to accept e-filed returns, and people who are expecting a refund can get that in right away so that they can get their refunds quicker. We hadn't heard anything till just about the other day. It was about 5 days ago when we finally got some new information here. So we are going to see the tax season is going to start on February 12th this year. They also are outlining, the IRS, that is outlining steps to speed refunds up during the pandemic. So if you're someone who has not received any stimulus payment because Treasury was looking at your old tax returns, maybe your income was higher, but in 2020 your income is lower. This is a big deal. We want, your refund is going to be inflated even higher than it normally is to make up for that payment. So you want to make sure that you're getting your 2020 return in as soon as possible. And now you know when you can start. So, to speed refunds during the pandemic, the IRS is urging taxpayers to file electronically with direct deposit as soon as they have the information they need. People can begin filing their tax returns immediately with tax software companies. Last year's average tax return was more than $2,500. So here's the thing, if you're somebody who has a consistent pay every year, you have a job where you get a paycheck, and your refund is $2,500 or more, or even $1,500 or more, and it's consistent every year, you may want to consider going into your W-4 through your HR company and changing that to get less withholding. And the reason why is because you're going to want to have more money in your check every week versus waiting to get this refund. Now, some people prefer it that way. It's a form of savings for them. They use the money for whatever they want, whether it's a vacation or to improve their home. I get it. But if you're just someone who is always constantly waiting for that, there are ways to change it. You can change your W-4. You'll get more in your check, but just know that when it comes time to filing your return the following year, that you're not going to be getting as big of a refund. Here's the key. For those that are eligible for stimulus payments, they should carefully review the guidelines for the recovery rebate credit. Most people receive the economic impact payments automatically, and anyone who received the maximum amount does not need to include that information in the payment. But if you didn't, you definitely want to. And remember, advanced stimulus payments received separately are not taxable, and they do not reduce the taxpayer's refund when they file in 2021. So that is definitely the key. February 12th is going to be when you can file your tax return or e-file and get that in. February 22nd is going to be the day the tool goes up, the Where's My Refund tool. The first week of March, tax refunds being reached to those who claim the earned income tax credit with direct deposits and have no issues on their tax return. So if you are someone who gets the earned income tax credit and or the ACTC credit, then even if you file on February 12th, you should not expect your refund until the first week of March. They kind of they look at those more than other returns and kind of wait till then to just make sure. And the reason why that's done is because there is a lot of ID theft and people who file fraudulent tax returns right away to get these big credit returns. So unfortunately, they have to wait a couple of weeks to issue that out because they don't want to send that out to a fraudulent person or a fraudulent account. And of course, you have, as usual, till April 15th to file your 2020 tax returns, or October 15th. That's the deadline if you request an extension for your tax return. But let me just say this, because a lot of people always ask me this, if they owe money. Can I just file an extension and we'll pay it later in the year? You can file an extension, but you really want to have a great idea of how much you think you owe, and you want to get as much of that payment in as possible by April 15th with the extension. Because as they always say, it's an extension to file, but not an extension to pay. And of course, if you can't, there are other ways to make payments, whether it's between April 15th and October 15th, or if it's a high amount and you're going to need some more time long term, you can always apply for an installment agreement based on the amount that you owe. But you should know that after April 15th, there are interest and penalties that keep accruing until the full balance is paid off. So just, we can talk about that in another video, but that is something to keep in mind. So just wanted to give you guys all an update. It looks like February 12th is the first day. So if it's something where you're expecting a bigger refund, you now know you have to everything to get ready and be ready straight to get that return in by February 12th. And of course, if you know anybody else who could value from this video, please share it with them. Like this video, help the algorithm, and so that we can get more information out. And of course, with a new administration coming in 2021, we're going to have a lot of updates on future stimulus payments, changes to the tax law, and we love to talk about other personal finance topics. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe and ring the bell so that you can get notifications right away when I do videos based on updates. So I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you soon.